Welcome to the channel, guys. This is Slight. Today we're going to be putting the front tire on. So I've done a video on the rear tire. The front tire is actually very easy to do. Basically, all you're really going to have to do is the axle, the two lock nuts, the wheel will come off. You can leave the caliper attached, but I like to kind of put like a spacer inside. That way the pads don't come in. So all you're going to need is a 6mm Allen. You're going to use a 19 and then a 14mm Allen. Okay, first things first, I have it already on the stand, so the front wheel will spin. And they don't have to come out, they just need to loosen up, because all you're doing is you're just loosening up this pinch, right? Same thing with this side. Then you're going to take this 19mm off. Just loosen it a little bit. That way you can hit it and push it out a bit. So again, I had this axle out not too long ago, so it's pretty easy to kind of remove. So that bolt comes down. And then all we're going to end up doing on this side is we're going to pull this out. There is two spacers. So there's a spacer on this side, there's a spacer on the other side. This axle is going to come right out, and you got to make sure that the tire stays up once this axle's out, because it's going to want to come back down. I typically put my foot underneath it. Okay, that's that. And now we're going to just let it come down. We're going to end up going to the shop. So while this is sitting there, right, we're going to keep everything together. So we're going to put that in. We're going to put the spacer there. We're going to put the other spacer in. And then we're going to put the nut on. Okay, that way we know for a fact that we're not going to miss any parts. We're not going to have any hardware problems. Okay, the only thing we want to do still is up here where these pads are. If you tap them, they will fall in, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to roll up some cardboard and we're going to kind of shove that in. That way, while we're at the shop, I don't have to worry about this falling apart. So we're just going to shove that in there like that. That way, that takes up where the rotor would be, and now there's no confusion. It'll be right apart, and we can continue on with swapping out the tire. Okay, so this is the Dunlop D404, and then this is the Michelin Commander 3. There's still a lot of tread left on it. Bike does have 30,000 kilometers on it, but inside is all cracking and stuff like that. So cracking tire, you need to replace it. Okay, so we're going to move this. While you have it apart, you're going to check the bearings, make sure they actually run pretty smooth. If not, when you're balancing it, you're not going to get the correct balance. So you check your seals on both sides and your bearing, and to do that, you can literally just feel that. You can run it as well. I'll do that when I'm balancing it as well, but it's very, very, very smooth. Okay? Now, I don't actually have the spools or anything. We use the actual machine at work, so I'm just going to do it there. So all you're going to be doing is breaking down the bead on both sides. That way you can do the tire. Okay, so going basically in reverse, we're going to take this nut off, put it aside. We're going to pull this axle out. It's your spacers. So we're going to grab this tire. We're going to put this in. Okay, don't forget to take the cardboard out of the brakes. So cardboard, you're going to put the spacer on the one side. Put the spacer in this side as well. Okay, and then we're just going to push this up, lift it up the tire, use your foot, lift up, and then you're going to slide the axle in. So we're going to put this through. I've already put a little bit of grease on there. So we're just going to lift up the tire. Put the bolt back on. Now we're going to end up torquing everything down. Okay, so this side is actually going to be 38 foot-pounds, and we're going to torque it down here. That's 38.5, but we're good. This is going to be 16 foot-pounds, so 16 foot-pounds. Same thing on the other side. Again, just walk this down. So last step, obviously, is to pump up the brakes. That way you have a good surface to the actual brake pad. That's pretty much it. That's the front wheel. Just pull it off the stand and then you're good to go. The balancing of the tire is actually on a different video that is linked into the description. If you like the channel, if you like the content, give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.